My name is James Williams Jr. and this is the final in my saga of 7 martial art videos. Now we're going to have a little bit more fun. This will be your fun section of the videos. So basically what I'm going to talk about is how martial arts has transcended from movies, TVs, to comic books and stuff like that. So, if you are a martial artist fan, you got, boy, I'm recording. Go away from that door.
Thank you.
Go away.
Thank you.
Go away. You're messing up my video. So,
Leave me alone.
I will if you leave me alone.
Leave me alone.
Anyway, so if you notice, martial arts has made its transition from... Right. That's not good.
Leave me alone.
Martial arts has made its transition from
Daddy, leave me
short sticks and big sticks to innovative weapons like the umbrella. You have a shield. Well, it's a sword. It becomes a shield again. Don't do this at home. You might get struck by lightning. But in the tradition of martial arts, they have transcended not only movies and TV, they've also transcended into the world of comic books. Now, I bring that up because if you ever watched the Ninja Turtles, what you call the Superman punch actually was not initially the Superman punch. Initially, it was Captain America punch. Captain America was the first person to throw a punch and a kick at the same time. Somehow or another, the Marine that got that famous started calling it the Superman punch, which clearly means he never read a Captain America Captain America comic book. My nephew's tripping. He never read a Captain America comic book in his life. So Captain America did it first. Alright? Same thing with when the Ninja Turtles used sewer tops as shields. Spider-Man did that first. He also used it as a skating board or whatever. Anyhow, he's totally ruining this video. Anyhow, so to make the sample, comic book superheroes have been using martial arts in their battles against the forces of evil. It also transcends in science fiction and scary movies where there's always somebody in the situation who happens to know martial arts. 9 times out of 10, they're not the hero. They're the guy that motivates the hero, and the hero is the one that usually winds up slaying the beast. So, there are lots of examples of that. But in most of the Kung Fu movies, you get to use the fanciness of martial arts as a means to an end. So once you do that, that's when things go from good to bad or whatever. So if you watch certain cartoons, there's a martial art element. If you watch certain TV movies, if you watch certain TV shows, there's an element of Kung Fu in there. Because I'm recording adult stuff that you're not supposed to be hearing. Anyway, as the thing goes on, when you're transcending, with martial arts, you should know that martial arts is life. It is a way of life. It is not an exercise. It is not a style. It is a being that you become. And you become a martial artist. You become the martial art in which you study. So to be a martial artist, if you don't stop, boy, I'm going to hurt you. When you become the martial artist, God bless it. When you become the martial artist, you become the martial art in which you study. To embody that, to embrace that, to enjoy that, to live that style, to be the martial artist that you want to be. First, you have to dedicate yourself to this. Martial arts is a way of life. If you don't dedicate yourself to this as a way of life, then to you average people who don't do martial arts but love enjoying watching martial art movies and want to become an action star, you're just doing exercise. Martial arts is not an exercise. So don't take martial arts as a light exercise. Martial arts is life. To do martial arts, you must become the martial arts. So you hear a lot of people always talking about, I'm the king of this, I'm the king of that. Okay, that's cool and everything. And people go, I am a martial artist. And I say, I am the martial arts. Not I am a martial artist. I am the martial arts. I am Kung Fu. I am Wushu. I am Qigong. I am Tai Chi. I have become these entities because when I fight, I need to unleash these enemies and these entities to live and survive and have a victory of some sort. You must absorb and become these manifestations. I am the snake. I am the crane. I am the mantis. I am the dragon. I am the tiger. You must unleash these manifestations on your enemies. Okay. Anyway, so that happened. I did bring him up in the video. When you're watching a lot of these action movies and videos and kung fu stuff, you understand it. Kung fu transcends almost every sporting event. You don't really do a lot of kung fu when you're playing basketball. You don't do a lot of kung fu when you're playing football. But you can do a lot of football moves and basketball moves in kung fu and never even know that you're doing them. Flying through the air, leaping and throwing a kick in the face isn't too much different from flying through the air and jamming a ball down the hoop. Doing a spin over someone's back isn't too different from doing a spear in a tackle. Wrestling has martial arts in it. In fact, you could say that being a wrestler, like if you were in the WWE, being a wrestler means you've probably studied a martial art or two, because wrestling allows you to use every. Let me rephrase that. Wrestling entertainment in the ring with the squared circle allows you to do more with all of your body parts, where if you're just doing Roman Greco wrestling, you do a lot of damn suplexes. Mostly belly to back suplexes, or you rarely do any belly to bellies, and then you're on all fours for the Roman Greco wrestling. But if you're in the wrestling business for wrestling entertainment, the WWE stuff that The Rock and them do, TNA, all those other wrestling, you get to use all of your limbs. Where mostly, if you're in Roman Greco, after you lose position, you're in the doggy style position, which totally is gay. But I'm sorry if I offended anybody gay. When I first attempted to be in a wrestling, in high school, they wanted me to be in a wrestling team, and I thought that when he said wrestling, at first I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do this because I want to be able to put people to rock bottom and stuff. And then when I got there to that one practice, I quickly changed my mind because I couldn't wrestle, and they wanted to do Roman Greco wrestling, which is not wrestling that I've ever seen before. And then after I seen it, I was like, you know what? Not for me. Mostly because I don't want to wrestle in my pajamas. Now, would I sleep in a uniform? Oh, hell yeah. Wrestling uniforms look awesome. But they look like something you can sleep in. They don't look like something that you want to manifest and running around with your dork sticking all out and everything. And that. Would I use it as a training uniform for martial arts? Oh, God, yeah. It's perfect for training. But as far as wrestling and that, I would probably be more suited to wear pants. It's like the same. You have three type of wrestling uniforms to begin with. You have those swim trunk looking things, the wrestling uniform for Roman Greco wrestling, and then you have pants. Yeah, I'm down with pants. Anyway, I'm gonna end this on a sweet note. For all you guys who like martial arts and everything, I would tell you in simple layman's terms, find a school and a style that suits you. Sometimes you have to test the waters. Sometimes you have to jump into different styles to find out what worked for you. So now I'm going to give you a piece of advice. The taller you are, you should look for martial arts that cater more towards tall people. Karate and Thai fighting cater to people who are over 6 feet tall because you have more reach. And Thai fighting, the real Thai fighting from Thailand, where you take the beating, those are better for taller and more linky leg people. Kung Fu is okay, but like for Wushu, you have way too much limbs, where like your arms are extra long or whatever. Aerial shit is not recommended, at least not by me. I would never recommend teaching anybody who's over 6 feet any Wushu or Kung Fu styles. I would only recommend karate, jiu-jitsu, or something that plays to their strengths. Kung Fu, I would recommend that for everybody my size to 5'8". Anybody under 5'8" and down, I would recommend mostly Kung Fu styles. Because most of China to Vietnam, you rarely catch too many people that reach 6 feet or better. So, and Japanese, same concept. But, for the other Asian countries where people were like 6'8" and better, I recommend you take a style from a country where their people are taller. And I'm not saying that because I'm against tall people. Because I'm pretty much from the school of anything goes, and if you're bigger than me, that just means I get to hit you harder. But certain styles play an important role, and your height can make you or break you in a style. And if you don't know that, then I'm teaching you that right now, because sometimes the taller you are, the harder a style is. Now, Thai fighters are really good at tall, and so most of the time they're really good at range and stuff. And taller Thai fighters tend to do better than short Thai fighters because they have more reach. Where if you're in Kung Fu, and Kung Fu's a little bit more closer combat, having long legs and stuff kind of don't really work for you. Because if you come in and I block like this, and you got to lay back to throw a punch because you've already tried to knee me and I block, and then I can just come straight up, where you have to readjust because you're so fucking tall. Understand? So I would tell people, especially anybody over 6'4". If you're over 6'4", Thai fighting is for you. If you're 6 feet to 6'5" to 6'8", if you're as tall as The Rock, I highly only recommend Thai fighting. Stuff that involves you actually can play to your strength. I don't recommend Kung Fu because you're so fucking tall. And most Kung Fu moves are short and swift. So they're like for people who have no range, like me. People who don't have a whole lot of upper body strength. People who don't have a whole lot of leg reach. Now, Taekwondo is one of those interchangeable ones. Same thing with Aikido, same thing with Jiu-Jitsu, same thing with Jiu-Jitsu. Those ones are interchangeable. Some Korean martial arts are interchangeable. You want to find a martial art that's interchangeable for your height, your weight, and the circumference of your reach. And in that, which is why I suggested you find the height circumference of each martial arts style. If your sensei is like 5'7", and he's really good at Jiu-Jitsu, then you being 6'7" would make you really good at Jiu-Jitsu. It's really about your teacher, but to be honest with you, I would say match your style to your height. Now, in that, you're probably thinking, well, James, that's just being discriminatory because you're being discriminated. You don't want to teach anybody who's 6'6" Kung Fu. It's not that I don't want to teach you. It's just that I feel that if I teach you Kung Fu at 6'6", you might not be able to use it in combat. Now, I don't want to teach you something that you can't fucking use, because this is karate, block, counter. This is Kung Fu, block, counter. Understand? So, block, boom. That's a little faster than block, boom. When a martial arts style works for your body, that's the kind you want to stick with. When a martial arts style doesn't work for your body, you're setting yourself up for what the young people call an L. What I call an epic fail. But the younger people, the generation that's probably not watching me, that will be watching me when I'm dead, the younger people say, oh, you set yourself up for that L. A loss or a fall or whatever. I say you setting yourself up for an epic fail. If you don't want to believe me, there was a video game that came out called Shaq Fu. Because apparently Shaq knows Kung Fu. I'm not going to knock Shaq. I'm not going to say that he doesn't. But as a taller individual, because Shaq is like, what, 7'3", 7'4", let me point you in the direction of a wrestler who's in the same height area as Shaquille O'Neal. which is Elegante in the Great Khali. Those are very big guys. They don't move very well. Kung Fu is not made for bodies like that. All right. So I'm not trying to say that you can't learn it. I'm just saying you have to play to a martial arts style that fits your body. I'm small, so most anything out of China was for shorter people at the time. But every evolution changes because Yao Ming's pretty fucking big. So you have to get a style that caters to your body. So you have to be small like me, a Vietnam martial art or a Chinese martial art for certain styles of China would work better for me. Where if you're Shaq size or Yao Ming size, I highly recommend you taking Thai fighting. Not American kickboxing, but Thai fighting. American kickboxing is not bad if you're tall, but for your body size, if you're going to fight someone and you're over the 6 foot mark, throwing a round kick to me would be a waste of your time. And if you try to do it in a sequence, all I have to do is just keep evading, and I'm just going to wear you down. And then if you throw one right, and I'm in the right place, the right position, a knuckle thrust, these two knuckles into that teardrop of your knee, it's going to fuck your shit up. See, I know what I'm talking about. So I'm telling you, for anybody who's watching, if you're going to take a martial art or you're going to go to any school, you have to cater your martial art to the size of your body. Please take that into advice. I hope my videos give you some kind of insight on martial arts. And if they don't, well, give me some of your insight so I can give you better tips on how to equip yourself with learning a martial art. This was a dragon snake combo, which is technically it was a tiger and a dragon combo, because the dragon you start here, your tiger you start here. Tiger fights on impulse, dragon fights with wisdom. Praying mantis, snake, crane. I'm missing some, but you get the gist. Most of the martial arts that I recommend for people who are my size and up generally are Chinese based and Korean based and maybe Japanese based. Now, I'm going to say the same thing for taller people to the height of 6'2". After you hit 6'2", I strongly believe that you should probably go into a Thailand fighting or the shit from Taiwan or even the Filipino stick fighting, because you're going to have more body than you're going to have skill. And a person with less skill and more body is subject to have more damage done to them, because us little small people be like spider monkey fighting you. And you don't want to be fucking with a spider monkey. I'm James Williams. You just come have a number 2. Be seeing you.